This is the daily horoscope for March 11th, 2026. Aries steps in with direct momentum and clear intent. In general, things should be going extremely well for you today, Aries. So don't miss this opportunity to pursue your dreams in every sense of the word. Do things with passion and don't hold back. Love and relationships. The position of the planets today, firmly on one particular person, when you generally like to give equal amounts of your time to several people. However, you yourself, especially when the attraction seems to be affecting other areas of your life, career and work, someone who has a great deal of physical energy spurs you on. Jump aboard this person's wavelength and enjoy his or her passion for life. Money and finances. The aspects now are kind of like trying to shove a lit stick of dynamite into a tiny box. It's positive and capable of driving you forward to your goals, but it has to be handled with care since there's so much power involved. Health and energy. Wonderful transits are occurring these days to allow for personal growth. Emotional material that has been ignored or repressed. What to avoid today? In general, things should be going extremely well for you today, Aries, so don't miss this opportunity to pursue your dreams in every sense of the word. Best move today. Remember that your mind and will are the only things stopping you from getting where you want to be. Mood and mindset. In general, things should be going extremely well for you today, Aries, so don't miss this opportunity to pursue your dreams in every sense of the word. Taurus moves steadily and turns patience into progress. You, even more so than usual, Taurus. Your nerves, and there's a feeling that you right track. Love and relationships. There is a very fiery intensity and passion around today, due to today's planetary alignment. If you have been wondering how to get yourself noticed by that very special person, then you have it within your reach to do so today by making your intentions very clear. Career and work. Other people are pushing you to the next level. You might as well give in to this wave of energy instead of trying to fight it. Money and finances. Now you have is more than you're willing or able to do, or that your home isn't as conducive to being productive as you'd hoped. Ask the noisy neighbors to keep it down and try to focus on one task at a time. Health and energy. You are a natural nurturer, and no matter how much we tell you to nurture yourself, you will always have a need to nurture others. Try to combine the two wherever possible. What to avoid today? Don't do your usual red herring impersonation, or wear too much black. Best move today. Now is the time for you to plan your attack. Mood and mindset. You, even more so than usual, Taurus. Gemini opens the day with quick insight and flexible focus. Other people are the most important aspect of your day-to-day. Gemini, you'll find that things might get a bit difficult and unruly alone. But if you connect with others, even the most challenging task becomes almost effortless. Love and relationships. The celestial atmosphere of the day is giving you the opportunity to find out just how much excitement and adventure one particular relationship is capable of. Career and work. You are feeling recharged as if you have been reborn. Your mindset tells you to be brave and fearless. Money and finances. With the universe focusing on your writing, speaking, and messaging, your focus now is on communication. Keeping it simple just won't do, so get ready for a storm of calls, emails, and texts. Health and energy. Today's astrological atmosphere translated into English would be, as good as it gets. There is a lovely aspect at play that calls for celebrating what you do best. Whatever makes you feel good, these couple of days should be shared with people you like, doing things that you like. What to avoid today? Other people are the most important aspect of your day today, Gemini. Best move today. If you are still testing the water, then you the limit by doing something very bold, daring, and enterprising that involves all of your combined skills and genius. Mood and mindset. Other people are the most important aspect of your day today, Gemini. Cancer leads with intuition and practical emotional clarity. Don't be a pushover today, Cancer. This is your time to lead. Love and relationships. There is certainly nothing repressed about a certain relationship. Today's astral configuration indicates that you some semblance of control. Career and work. Quicken your pace. You have been dragging your heels lately, and this attitude is reflected in everything you do. Money and finances. For you, this period is about the positive effects on your house of money and values. The universe brings communication about a new opportunity to earn more cash in the short term, while making a longer-lasting transformation to the way you save, spend, and view money in your life. Health and energy. Your ability to instigate new things is well known. With the predominant energy today, you are especially tuned into a new and improved way of doing things. What to avoid today? Don't be a pushover today. Don't be a pushover today, Cancer. Best move today. A powerful transformation. You start to wield your power, instead of give it blindly away to others. Mood and mindset. Don't be a pushover today, Cancer. Leo enters with confident drive and a strong sense of direction. You have a great deal of power at your disposal today. Leo, you should keep in mind that just about anything you wish for will come true. Love and relationships. Today's position of the planets that you didn't even know you possessed. If you are about to embark on a new relationship, then you a more adventurous and passionate note than you ever even suspected was possible. Career and work, you are like a pile of dry tinder, and suddenly someone has walked up with a spark in his eye. A flame ignites, and together, you are ready to make major change. Money and finances. You're all about power now. The universe gives you the ability to communicate your ideas clearly and with authority while giving you the power to transform any situation into something more beneficial to your bottom line. Be on the lookout for these little opportunities that less attentive sorts are sure to miss. Health and energy. Keeping things in balance is never a done deal. There is always another day, with things that need tweaking, issues that need ironing out. Give yourself the benefit of regularly balancing what you eat in order to satisfy that desire for equilibrium. What to avoid today? Don't waste words or actions. Best move today. Concentrate your energy and focus it on one or two important things instead of dispersing it and thereby diluting your overall power, mood, and mindset. You have a great deal of power at your disposal today, Leo. Virgo starts with precision, calm focus, and useful perspective. Be careful of getting into fights today, Virgo. However, if a squabble or altercation of some sort seems inevitable, don't shrink away and hide. Love and relationships. You, with a special planetary alignment, a close relationship in which you are involved, but very positive transformation that will leave you breathless. Career and work. Even if you are away from your workplace, you are likely to feel a tension within you at just the thought of it. Headaches that come your way today are directly related to the stress you experience at work. Money and finances. A supportive aspect affects your house of karma, past lives, and institutions now. That means your efforts to earn more money are best spent at respected places and businesses. Health and energy. Your wounds don't always heal quickly. Once you feel burned by someone, you are likely finished with him or her for quite some time. What to avoid today? Be careful of getting into fights today, Virgo. Best move today. Be careful of getting into fights today, Virgo. Mood and mindset. Be careful of getting into fights today, Virgo. Libra begins by balancing diplomacy with firm decision-making. Issues regarding freedom are apt to come up today in more ways than one. Libra, these issues could be connected with opportunities for adventure and travel. Love and relationships. With today's celestial atmosphere, you to know a certain person becomes overwhelming today. Right now you are not concerned about whether they are the right one for you, how long it might last if there could be anyone else, or how much it could cost. Career and work. Talking with a spiritual person will help ease the burden of many of your career-related worries. Take this person's kind and soothing words to heart. Money and finances. You're enjoying the purely social nature of this period simply because aspects are affecting your groups, politics, and self-employment. You a new business or product this week like a bolt from the blue. Health and energy. It has been a productive month for you. This is truly a time of growth and prosperity, and with the present celestial atmosphere, it is not too late to add one more thing to your wish list. What to avoid today? Don't forget the other people in your life and how such actions might affect them and your relationships. Best move today. Although you initially want to dive into this promised freedom, take time to reflect on what you need in your current situation before making any final decision. Mood and mindset. Issues regarding freedom are apt to come up today in more ways than one, Libra. Scorpio begins with depth, strategy, and quiet determination. There is a great deal of startup energy working for you today, Scorpio. You're walking on hot coals, love, and relationships. This is a very pleasant and reflective kind of day, with favorable planetary transits. If you and your partner, current or prospective, had planned to do something together, then don't make it too strenuous. Career and work. You are getting frustrated and tangled up in knots because you have so many choices and so much energy, but very little direction about which way to proceed. Take some time by yourself to quiet your mind and meditate. Money and finances. You have a power struggle on your hands. The universe wants you to move ahead at any pace it decides to set while controlling and transforming everything it touches. Health and energy. Personal growth comes in many forms and packages, and sometimes the most challenging thing we can do is ask ourselves what we would really like to see change in our personal habits. What to avoid today? If you and your partner, current or prospective, had planned to do something together, then don't make it too strenuous. Best move today. To make the best of the magic in the air, try relaxing at home in an aromatic candlelit bubble bath that will put you in the mood for a wonderful meal and a decidedly early night. Mood and mindset. There is a great deal of startup energy working for you today, Scorpio. Sagittarius starts with optimism, curiosity, and smart timing. Your energy will light up any room you enter today, Sagittarius. Feel free to take advantage of this incredible magnetism by initiating and encouraging others to join you in creative activities and bold adventures. Love and relationships. Love and relationships. Today's position of the planets brings a very romantic atmosphere to any date or event that you are attending this evening. If you want to attract someone special into your life, then don't go out wearing bright colors, especially bright yellow. Career and work. Make sure to get some physical exercise. Being outside in the fresh air will be an extremely beneficial thing. Money and finances. When it comes to matters of money, you're pretty cautious. Your security is important to you, so protect it at all times. Health and energy. You love this time of year because it's all about evaluating and planning. What can you do for your health that was lacking during the past few months? What to avoid today? However, be careful that your head doesn't get too big. Best move today. Feel free to take advantage of this incredible magnetism by initiating and encouraging others to join you in creative activities and bold adventures. Mood and mindset. Your energy will light up any room you enter today. Sagittarius. Capricorn opens with discipline and a practical, long-range view. Put an extra spring in your step, Capricorn. The slow, steady pace you're comfortable with, but note that the situations of the day call for something much more dynamic and brave. Love and relationships. You will find the atmosphere in the air very conducive to a peaceful and reflective kind of day. Today's celestial atmosphere means if you and your love interest had planned on anything, then perhaps a meal out in a quiet and atmospheric restaurant would do you both the world of good. Career and work. Don't let your mind become overwhelmed with work-related issues. It is not healthy for your work to have such a strong hold on everything you do, especially when you are away from the workplace. Money and finances. You have a harmonious aspect in your house of debt and other people's money, indicating a time of transformation and change, particularly when it comes to this area of your life. If you face a mountain of debt, it's time to put together a repayment plan. Health and energy. You are quite sensitive to color, light, and sound. Is your home environment nurturing you as it should? What to avoid today? Don't let your mind become overwhelmed with work-related issues. Best move today. If you face a mountain of debt, it's time to put together a repayment plan. Mood and mindset. Put an extra spring in your step, Capricorn. Aquarius begins with original thinking and grounded execution. Be prepared for all-out combat with people today, Aquarius, even though this is pretty much the opposite of your normal style. In fact, opposite is the name of the game for you today. Love and relationships. Today's astral configuration will make you feel like royalty, so take advantage of this. There is a wonderfully seductive and magical ambience that will do wonders for any relationship that you are seeking to improve upon, or to help you get to know someone a lot better. Career and work. Many ideas will come your way, and you will come up with big schemes of how you should change jobs and start a new business, get degrees in something new, and save the world at the same time. It's certainly okay to dream in this manner. Money and finances. You face a time of consideration. Your relationships are coming into sharp focus, and you're thinking about who is adding something to your existence and who does nothing but take. Health and energy. There is a lot of unconscious material being stimulated right now, and you typically are not fond of this sort of thing. The manner in which you handle the unconscious is up to you. What to avoid today? Don't be surprised if you walk into an ice cream shop wanting vanilla and all they have is chocolate. Best move today. Remember to not get upset by these types of situations over which you simply have no control. Mood and mindset. Be prepared for all-out combat with people today. Aquarius. Even though this is pretty much the opposite of your normal style. Pisces opens with empathy, imagination, and clear inner guidance. Control is apt to be a big theme for you and the people around you today, Pisces. You'll find such a brutal dispute over who is holding the reins that once someone finally gets a firm hold of them, he or she is apt to take the situation to the extreme. Love and relationships. With the favorable planetary transits today, it would be good to take a flight into the realms of fantasy. Often we become bogged down in our daily routines and forget to look at the stars or appreciate the beauty of the sunset. Career and work. It's sit still today and not think about work-related issues. Even if you are miles away from your workspace, make a conscious effort to calm yourself down and simply relax. Money and finances. Deep transformation combines with action now. This represents an enormous amount of power, health, and energy. We are born to hope and dream. In order to encourage these beautiful qualities, we are charged with nurturing our bodies and listening to ourselves. What to avoid today? Control is apt to be a big theme for you and the people around you today. Pisces. Best move today. You'll find such a brutal dispute over who is holding the reins that once someone finally gets a firm hold of them, he or she is apt to take the situation to the extreme. Mood and mindset. Control is apt to be a big theme for you and the people around you today. Pisces. Thank you for listening to today's horoscope. If you enjoyed today's horoscope, please subscribe and come back tomorrow for your next daily horoscope.